Man, shut your half of a like a stream half of a game. I don't do that. There you go. All right.
Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ooh. All right. There we go. And we live.
Throwing on first down. Moran.
And we live.
And it's intercepted.
Are we live?
Picked up by Evans, the linebacker. Leaders are in for 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke.
No.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat.
Told you don't do it. I knew you come with that shit, nigga, like that fucking rules. We out here tonight. We out here tonight. For real.
Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up
and avoids the turnover.
He got me on that bullshit this time. Sorry. Oh.
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On first and 10. Moran. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the shenanigans.
From the gun on third down. Moran. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
No, sir.
Incomplete. Almost intercepted.
No, sir.
And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Oh, what they call?
Moran.
What the fuck they call? Outside. Bullshit.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did it well, and it works for them.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
What are we going to do? Bullshit here.
From the gun, Moran.
Hit that shit. Man, come on, man.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
That shit, dog. I ain't no fucking way. Look, you might even want to react.
In terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that
Right,
high
there, this is my
power,
peak.
you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some
Right
trouble.
there.
I think so, because then you turn it.
Let's go,
Here's
Leach.
one that's intercepted.
And this nigga get bounced all the way over
And a
there.
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take the...
And it's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders, 58 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Man, you gotta slow down. It's too open.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a handoff looking right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
This shit crazy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Jackson.
Oh, come on, Jackson.
Incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're guarding themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Damn, ain't no quarterback gonna take out like that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What?
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Damn, you with the finesse. Hold up, man. I gotta watch you, man.
On first down, Moran forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Looking to throw. Moran. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
No.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
No.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Moran.
Damn, he got hit, boy. I seen you get hit, boy. Over there, Steve nigga. That nigga wasn't supposed to be right there. That's on me. Bad coaching.
In for the
Bad
score.
Fuck.
As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Why do not
Sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tim Williams in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So on 4th down, out comes the Raider kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, a run with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down. Moran. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, many times.
And all deep in his own territory, he picks up the football. On fourth down, here's Lachlan. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second and 12, Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Let's go, man.
3rd time here in this half.
I'm going to lay face down.
Snags it for the pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let me toss him.
Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, it's caught. Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. From the red zone,
he got it.
Jackson.
I seen this shit. Get up, get about him. I seen this shit.
It's picked up by the
I seen
Broncos.
this shit.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I'm gonna lay my face down. I'm on my way right now. When I catch him.
Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, Put it away, tuck it away.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
X3, 218, chop. Bravo. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Army.
From the gun, Moran. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown as they are able to cut into that lead.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Yo, 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike Ross. I got it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Come on.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You got nothing there. You got no. Please. No.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A final shot before break. Moran. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now they try the right side here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. To throw is Jackson, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moran, he finds Ledge. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, Alpha. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Moran. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Throwing on second down. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Moran. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Moran. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Onyemata make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Ross on the return. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw. Moran throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down. Moran. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And McCoy loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Escaping the pressure. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Tyree Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
On 1st and 10, Moran throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
60 outlaw. Blue draw, complete grip.
On 1st down, Moran. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 17, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check 9, check 9. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark. Their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
70, Indy.
Let's go!
at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Moran throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
6-6. Bullet, get it.
Throwing on first down. Moran got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Moran. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Moran throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Moran. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And now he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now the Broncos are going to again go for 2 here. Operating from the gun, Moran. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Cheetah.
On 1st down, Moran will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go.
Hey, Mike 52.
On 4th down, Moran. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to